Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to Art Class with Mr. Mazer. This week, we're going to be starting a fun project of a sun, and we're going to add to it next week. So before we start with the art, we are going to read the book Arrow to the Sun. So I thought it fit really well since we're going to be making some suns today, and also because this is a Caldecott Award winner, which means it won an award for the beautiful artwork that's inside. So here we go. Arrow to the Sun, a Pueblo Indian tale, adapted and illustrated by Gerald McDermott. Long ago, the Lord of the Sun sent the spark of life to Earth. It traveled down the rays of the sun, through the heavens, and it came to the Pueblo. There it entered the house of a young maiden. In this way, the boy came into the world of men. He lived and grew and played in the Pueblo, but the other boys would not let him join their games. "Where is your father?" they asked. "You have no father." They mocked him and chased him away. The boy and his mother were sad. "Mother," he said one day, "I must look for my father. No matter where he is, I must find him." So the boy left home. He traveled through the world of men and came to Corn Planter. "Can you lead me to my father?" he asked. Corn Planter said nothing, but continued to tend his crops. The boy went to Pot Maker. "Can you lead me to my father?" asked the boy. Pot Maker said nothing, but continued to make her clay pots. Then the boy went to Arrow Maker, who was a wise man. "Can you lead me to my father?" Arrow Maker did not answer, but because he was wise, he saw that the boy had come from the sun. So he created a special arrow. The boy became the arrow. Arrow Maker fitted the boy to his bow and drew it. The boy flew into the heavens. In this way, the boy traveled to the sun. When the boy saw the mighty Lord, he cried, "Father, it is I, your son." "Perhaps you are my son," the Lord replied. "Perhaps you are not. You must prove yourself. You must pass through the 4 chambers of ceremony, the kiva of lions, the kiva of serpents, the kiva of bees, and the kiva of lightning." The boy was not afraid. "Father," he said, "I will endure these trials." When the boy came from the kiva of lightning, he was transformed. He was filled with the power of the sun. The father and his son rejoiced. "Now you must return to earth, my son, and bring my spirit to the world of men." Once again, the boy became the arrow. When the arrow reached the earth, the boy emerged and went to the Pueblo. The people celebrated his return in the dance of life. And that is the end. So this week we are going to be making a beautiful sun. And when we color it, we're going to be using 3 colors. They're colors that you probably saw a lot of in the book. They are the warm colors. And we use those because they have kind of a temperature feel to them. So you can think of like the sun or fire or things that are hot. They're usually red, orange, and yellow. So we're going to be using warm colors today. So first, we are going to make our sun. So at school, we're going to have about a half sheet of paper. You can really make your sun as big as you like. We're going to make a half sun. So we're going to do a half circle and draw around it. So if you're in school, you're going to be drawing along with me. If you are at home, you can draw along with me as well. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a nice big half circle. We want to fill up the page. Now, if you have something round that you can use to trace, if you want to have a very nice perfect circle, go for it. Make sure you leave a little space around the edge though, because we are going to need to add those sun rays. So I'm going to start with my big arch, just like that. Now, around my sun, I am going to make my sun rays. So I am going to make those with triangles. Now I'm going to do a bit of a pattern. I'm going to do a small triangle and a big triangle. I'm going to go all the way around. Now, if you want to do all of your triangles the same size, you could do that. You could do a pattern like me. You could even do a different shape if you like. If you wanted to do long rectangles coming out, and those could be your sun rays. If you remember from the book, you know, you can see there were different ways that they did the sun rays that are more square and rectangular. You're the artist, so you get to choose. But we need nice big sun rays all the way around. Now the next thing I'm going to do is choose a set of eyes. So I'm going to make my sun have a face. So I'm going to choose some big happy eyes, and I do always like eyelashes. So I'm going to choose one with lashes. So I think I'm going to choose these here. So I'm going to do some nice big eyes. It's an oval. I'm going to separate them though. 2 ovals. I'm going to draw a line through the middle. Eyelashes. The pupil of the eye. And I'm going to draw another circle for the light reflecting and fill that in. So you can feel free to choose any of the eyes that you see here, or if you have your own that you want to make, you can do that. Now, after my eyes, I am going to make a nose. Now you can just do a real simple little U shape. I think that's what I'm going to do, just simple U. And I'm going to do a nice big smile. Now, I think I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to bring that around, curve it up, and then add those funny round teeth over there. All right, so now I've got a nice sun face, and I think I actually want to add some eyebrows to mine too. So you can add eyebrows if you like. Now the next part, now I'm going to get rid of that, is we are going to color our beautiful sun, and we're going to use, like I talked about, those 3 warm colors. So if you have crayons that are those colors, colored pencils, markers, whatever you got handy, go ahead. You could even use paint if you have that at home. So since I did a little pattern here, I'm going to color my sun rays in a pattern. So I'm going to do the little ones orange. And I'm going to go in and fill in my whole sun, color him with all my warm colors. And if you have a big box of crayons like I do, you can choose all sorts of different oranges and reds and yellows to color them in, or you could just use one warm color like yellow or orange, totally up to you. Then make sure you save that sun, because we're going to do something extra cool and beautiful with it next week, okay? That's it for this week. I hope you have a good time making your warm color sun, and we'll see you next time.